Hi guys, so it's Josh and Steve here from the Southend Personal Trainer Academy. So we've got another question from one of our graduates from one of our personal training courses. The question itself is, what is the importance, or how important is walking the gym floor to get clients? So for me personally, this is one of my preferred methods of getting clients, just because you're effectively building your network. It's kind of like if you had a Facebook ad running, you know, you've got reach. I think this is the in-person way of having your reach in that particular gym. And I think that it's probably one of the most important and free, low cost maybe, depending on how much you've got to pay rent. It's one of the biggest ways of getting clients pretty much immediately. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, if you look at most big chain gyms, for example, as a lot of you obviously know as PTs, there's different options available depending who you go and work with. You know, some companies you can just go in, pay a flat rent, and that's it. You're purely self-employed, and you know you're kind of on your own as such. Whereas obviously other companies, you know, you get a discount in your rent, and you can go in there, and well, I suppose you're getting obviously that discount, but you have to commit hours to them. To me, I don't see that as a bad thing. You know, unless you're like an amazing PT and you're fully booked the moment you're qualified, you know, you've got to get in these gyms, and obviously that time you're working for them, you know, it makes so much sense to me to walk the floor. Like
100%.
Exactly like you said. Like, I mean, you hear a lot of PTs complaining like, oh, I've got to teach classes for them, I've got to do all these inductions and this, but every single person you're in front of is a potential client at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, if you're teaching a spin class and you look at every single one of them people as a potential payment for you, you're going to think about it in a different way than you are just thinking, I've got to go and teach this class, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. But reality is, every single one of those is gold dust. Like, at the end of the day, they're right there, they're right in front of you, they're there to do that class with you. So use that time effectively, in my opinion, and promote yourself at the end of that class. Promote yourself at the end of your induction. You know, if you need any further help, even if it's just giving your name out and saying, you know, I'm Joe Vlogs, you know, thanks for coming to my class. That will stick in their mind as such. To me, yeah, there's no, well, obviously there's better ways, but in the gym, I don't think there's any better way than walking the floor. Like, yeah, that is your business at the end of the day. You need to do it.
We were having a discussion with the personal trainer in here a little while ago, and if you don't know, we're at Exercise for Less in Southend, and the way they work their system is that you can start on 25 hours a week on the gym floor unpaid, and you pay, I think it's £25 a week rent, and then as you go up the system, you do less hours and you pay more rent. So basically we were talking that on the lowest tier, you're doing 100 unpaid hours per month for the gym, which could be seen as a massive negative. But the way I look at it is, as a personal trainer, if you're hungry and you have that fire to build your client base, make more money, you know, and actually like get shit done and not fuck around, then 100 hours is more than enough time to speak to, you know, like let's say for example, you've got this gym here, at the time of us recording this, they've got 6,500 members, yeah? They've been open, what, 8 months? If that?
7 months.
7 months, yeah. Right? They've got 6,500 members, there's a few PTs here, the gym's pretty much always busy, or there's always people here. It's not one of those gyms where it's absolutely dead, like you've got literally 0 people in here at, say, lunchtime. So it's not like that. You've got loads of people here most of the time. So, on average, how many people do you reckon you could speak to in this gym over an 8-hour shift? 300?
Easy.
Piece of piss.
Especially in peak time.
So, if you've got a clipboard, you've got the name, the number, the email list, you know, you've got that template you've written on Word or whatever, which if you haven't got one, let me know and I'll give you one. So, if you can speak to 300 people per day for 25 hours a week, so what's that, 3 shifts? 8-hour shift, 16,
But, yeah.
So yeah, about 3 shifts per week. That's 900 people per week. If you look at a 10% conversion of that as personal training clients, that's potentially 90 people a week.
Yeah, that will attend that induction, of which you probably convert.
No, that's a 1 in 10. That's 90 clients.
Yeah.
If you pull your finger out and actually go downstairs, obviously we're upstairs, and you work on actually getting your stuff done. You know, you get your clipboard, you get your drink, and you think, right, for 3 hours, I'm just going to approach everyone in this gym. I know 9 to 11 is busy, and I know 7 till 9 is busy. Be in the gym. You haven't got any excuses. You know, you've got a business to build, you've got money to make. Stop making excuses and just get it done. Like, I don't see why PTs don't do it.
Don't be a PT that expects clients to just come to them and think, oh, he's a PT, that's it, I'm going to go to him. Reality is it doesn't work like that. You've got to graft, you've got to put the time in right at the beginning for you to then have that freedom and luxury of working your own hours, having a bit more time at home, whatever it is that you got into the industry for, whether it's because you like being in a gym, you just want that time to train yourself, but you've got to put that time in. I mean, when you first started out, what was it, I think the first month, it was open till close. It was in every single day, open till close. By the end of that month, fully booked out.
Yeah.
You got to see it as this is your business. It's not just a job. In the day, you're self-employed, and when you become self-employed, it becomes a business. That is what you're trying to achieve. So you've got to graft, you've got to put the time in, work hard for your first few weeks, 2 months tops, whatever it is, however long it takes. Work hard, and eventually it'll reward you, and you'll have those luxuries.
So just to give you a bit of background about what Steve said then. So back in 2008, I think it was, when I qualified as a PT through Lifetime. I was a gym instructor at LA Fitness in Thorpe Bay in Essex, and the opportunity came up for me to train as a PT with the company paying, or like an apprenticeship sort of scheme. So I took that and I became a PT within 3 months I qualified as a PT within 3 months. So the opportunity then arose for me to become a self-employed personal trainer, paying £820 a month, I think it may have been, rent. So, and I had a baby on the way at this time, I believe. I can't actually remember what year I'm talking about now, so it might have been 2008. So maybe I didn't have a baby on the way. But I knew that I had commitments, you know, I had rent to pay, I had all this stuff that I had to do, I had bills, you know, debt, whatever. So I had all this stuff to pay for. And I knew that my best bet was, as soon as I handed in my notice, I had 30 days to work. I knew I had this 30-day window, and general managers love PTs to be on the floor networking. You know, they don't want you hiding in an office, they don't want you playing Candy Crush in the toilets, or doing whatever. They don't want you playing Pokemon. You know, they want you on the gym floor networking, not catching Pokemon. So I went out on the gym floor, and I had my diary, and I'd put in there my start date. And I knew that from, say, August the 1st or whatever, for example, I would start PTing. So I went around the gym floor, I was offering advice, I was offering value, just like you do online. And I was saying to these people, look, I'm transitioning as a personal trainer, so would you like a free session? Is there anything I can help you with? Would you like to book in a consultation? Whatever it was, I was basically getting these people into my diary, name, number. That was all I needed. So I was booking these people in, and by the time I got to day 1 of my PT career at LA Fitness, I had a fully booked, like 9-hour day for 7 days of the first week. So that enabled me to go into the gym confident that by week 2, some of these people would have started converting. So by week 2, I think I had 10 clients paying £35 an hour. And that was good enough for me to then think, you know, I can rest easy that at least my bills and my rent are paid on the gym and my flat at the time. So I guess the takeaway point really is too many people chase this dream of, I'm going to be a PT, I'm going to sign up to work in a gym, I'm going to have 20 clients, you know, 5 of them are going to be athletes, 5 of them are going to be celebrities. You know, it doesn't work that way. You've got to put in the hours, and you've got to make sure that your approach is right, you've got to make sure that your sales pitch is right, your consultation process is right, everything. Which if you need help with, just contact us. Like, we have lived this for the past 10 years. We have helped hundreds of personal trainers. So if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out to us via Facebook, whatever. Come see us, have a coffee, whatever. But the key thing is, just don't be afraid to put in the fucking work. Because at the end of the day, we are qualifying, let's say, 20 personal trainers a month across Essex, not just in Southend. So there are going to be personal trainers that if you don't put the work in, they will. And they are, like, there's a guy here at the moment that we qualified, and he's putting the work in, you know, he's sending out emails, he's here as much as he can be, without, you know, sacrificing his lifestyle, his home life, whatever. And other PTs will start to notice, and they will start to feel threatened, basically.
Yeah, just quickly, just going to add in as well, just to quickly finish off, obviously, this particular trainer, don't be afraid to ask for favours or ask for help. All he had to do was he spoke to the general manager and said, look, can I send an email out to all your members? She said it was fine. All he did was ask a question, and that allowed him to get an email out to 6,500 members. Like, his return on that could be absolutely massive. So
yeah,
you're not necessarily on your own, you've just got to ask for help. Use the support around you, use those managers, use your sales team, use everyone in that gym to help you get to the top. Just ask the questions.
Another key point, the email that he sent out was actually about another video that we did.
Yep.
About a barbell basics, we called it Ladies That Lift program. So if you want the full details of that, just let me know and we can send it over to you. So I have a comment, this is on YouTube, we'll also be going onto Facebook, so feel free to comment, message, share, subscribe, you know, whatever, you know the drill. But for now, I think that's it.
Cool. Peace
Thank you
out.
very much.